Hello and welcome. Today I will show you how to replace the battery on your HTC One Mini M4. Before starting, I'm going to drink a bit of my coffee. It's a nice espresso with milk. Oh yeah. Now I'm waking up slowly. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's start this, shall we? This phone doesn't start, it has a bootloader problem. It's always stuck on the bootloader or fast USB screen. I will change the battery anyway, so the first step to change the battery is to remove the protective cover from the lower part of the phone and remove the screw. Remove the SIM tray before you start also. Pry off slowly the case. The back case should open, and most probably you will damage it in a way, or in an easy way or a bad way to fix. But if you damage it very badly, you can replace the whole back cover. It's not very expensive to get. Just keep working all the sides of the phone, slowly. Don't rush. Eventually it will open, and I will let you listen to this nice song. Oh shit. I forgot to remove the SIM tray. After removing the back cover, make sure you don't lose the power button and the volume buttons, because they will fall off. Keep them for later when you put everything back together. Using a small Phillips or crosshead screwdriver and a bit of double-sided sticky tape, you remove all the screws and you arrange them on the tape so you know where they came from. There are a lot of screws and a lot of RF connections, antenna cables. It's a mess basically. This phone is very unfriendly for someone who is going to replace its battery, because the battery is under the logic board. You have to remove basically everything all the way down to the LCD screen. And now when you open these two, don't make the mistake I did to try to open them from the black, lifting the black side. The white side should be lifted. Those two connections, they are opened lifting the white side. The other ones are opened normally with the black side lifting, like here. So basically, except two connectors, all the other connectors lift from the outside. The black or brown, like you see in this one, it just, you put a spudger tool or a small plastic tool and you will unlock the connection. While still opening it, I am finding different screws that I missed, that I didn't open before, and arranging all of them on the tape and following the shape of the phone and the placement of the screws to know where they came from. This connection is the one for the battery, and once you unplug this clip, it will be powered off completely. There will be no more power now to the phone, to the logic board. one more connection under this protective tape. When you handle the flex cables that are used to connect to the logic board, please be very careful, don't force them too much because they can easily break. Just try to find different angles to open them and they will come out eventually. Here I'm just going through all the connections to make sure I removed everything, and I found that I didn't remove the one screw, and also there is a connection to the motor that is doing the vibrate function. So you have to disconnect it by just lifting the connection up from the board and it will disconnect easily. Once everything is disconnected, just lift the board carefully without tearing any flex cables or antenna wires, and you have the board removed. This is covered in copper tape. This is the new battery with fixing strips. It's brand new in the protective package. Also, I got a spare case because the old one was broken already and I wanted to replace it, but I won't replace it now. And it's a good idea to get these protective strips because they will be damaged when you remove them. I found this piece of metal, I'm not sure where it's coming from, but we'll find out later. And now to remove the battery, just slowly work your way through each side of the phone, because the strips of glue are on the sides of the battery where I'm opening it now. Just pry it open slowly and it will it doesn't need much force. Try not to bend the battery and it will come off eventually. Eventually, when you remove the battery from the phone, be careful with the flex cables and antenna wires floating around. Don't damage anything. And that's it, it's coming out. Now I can just pull it right off. These are the specifications of the old battery compared to the new battery. The model is the same. On the back side of the battery also, if you're interested, these are the details. And the most important bit is to check the connection of the battery if it has to be the same. Next, remove any leftover piece of tape that is stuck on the phone. You don't have to remove all the glue, just if there is any tape that you could remove, it's better to remove it. If not, you could leave it there if you wanted to. Remove the protective cover from the sticky tape on the new battery before installing it. That's how it looks like. And just align it to the edge like you see here. Make sure it's straight and then you just put it down on the phone and it's ready to go. After that, you do the same with the logic board. Make sure you align the logic board with the guides in the back of the screen, and on the other side it's the same. It has to align with the screw holes and the guides. I prefer to put the connectors back before I screw it in, just to be able to have a bit of room to move the board around if I have to. Basically, you have to remember where everything came out from and put it back as it was before. And especially these small cables, it's very easy to make a mistake to put one instead of the other. I'm not sure what would happen if you would do that, but I prefer not to test that. So just if you're not sure where something goes, just replay the video at the beginning when it was opening it, and you should see. When you put back these antenna connections, be very gentle, don't press too much, just to make sure that it's aligned with the connection on the logic board, and then you press a bit harder just to snap it in place. Now it's time for the screws to go back. Connecting the battery to the logic board. And the remaining flat flex connections and any RF connections with the wires that are still not connected yet. I am just making sure that these flat flex cables are seated properly in the connections. Just to see the white part lifts to unlock the connection. Found the place where that piece of metal was supposed to go to. It looks like a ground connection to the back of the case. Once everything is connected, I'm just checking slowly all its sides to make sure that everything is okay. Starting the phone, I still have the same bootloader problem. It's stuck on fast boot. It doesn't go into recovery. It doesn't go anywhere except here. So that's a shame. To connect the case, I put back the power button and the volume buttons, just carefully placing them on the case. And then just sit the phone inside the case, carefully aligning it to make sure it's straight. Make sure the volume buttons don't fall out while you do this, and then it should click into place and lock. Once you do that, screw back this screw that you removed at the beginning, and you place the cover, the lower cover, back as it was before, or you place the new one that you ordered. It would look better if you put a new one. And then start the phone. Now this is my problem. If I would really like anyone who knows how to fix this, please let me know. I have tried a lot of forum solutions, downloading an RUU, tried unlocking the bootloader, that didn't work. Nothing works, nothing shows on the screen except this thing. CRC verification shows all zeros, so if you know any JTAG, eMMC way to fix it or some other way, please let me know. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.